Hello?
Welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings, where we still are hurting for piety, though we apparently have a ton of land and we need to give some to our vassals. Did you give them any land yet?
Yeah. I can't hold a great blood unless I have higher learning. What the hell is that about?
I don't know. Maybe, like, you have to plan it, so you have to know what the gods want. I don't know.
Bro, I don't know what gods want!
Well, you're not a priest. You're not educated.
Oh, commission a runestone. That might give me piety.
Oh, yeah. I like that idea. I mean, you've spent all your time reading about fucking Alexander the Great. That does not help with Nordic gods at all.
Let me see. You've decided to commission a runestone and grade the great runestone for future generations. What should be carved into it? Let it speak of me, or let it speak into memory of King Radvir, my departed father?
I don't know, I feel like that might get us
The
more
slothful, envious, chaste, brave person who was an underhanded rogue.
Yeah, let's not dedicate it to him. He doesn't sound very commendable.
Let it speak of me. My wisdom must be preserved. Oh, yeah. The artisans who will carve and paint the runestone are asking for instructions. What qualities should they speak from? My wisdom must be preserved. The runes must say that I had the strength of 10 men. Let it speak of sharing. It will say I feared nothing. My wisdom? Because I have the genius trait?
We do?
We do? I guess quick counts as genius?
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
A trial of faith.
Not more snakes or antelope, please. What does she want? Oh, you're gonna save
When you, after a long wait, are summoned to Yoma's chambers again, you're excited. What mystical challenge lies ahead of you this time? As the spring of you step as you enter to find her standing like a statue, head bowed and hands holding something to you. Something you wonder, what does she do when you're not around? Does she even move? What's this? She asks. Magic, she says naturally. The time has come for your spirit to choose its next vessel. No, do not be afraid. The breath of life within you is powerful enough to be passed on. You should be proud. She hands you the water skin and motions to the floor. Then she begins to hum. It was both melodic and eerie. You are so wise? Or this sounds potentially... Pretend to drink the liquid and lay down, anxiously closing your eyes. This will close your body to most spiritual forces. You gulp down the liquid and lay down on the floor, closing your eyes to the sound of Yoma's voice. This will potentially kill you, but there's also a chance for incredible happenings.
Well, you did just say.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just curious to find out what happens.
Yoma's chanting grows faint. Who is this?
Did she transmute us into a kid? No. She's gonna make us immortal by putting us into another body and another body. And so now we're gonna be this kid, and then we're gonna have, like, shit traits.
These aren't even my traits.
Hey, this is a bad idea.
Yoma's chanting grows faint and you find yourself floating upwards, looking down at your own body. The room has a strange purple hue to it, as if twilight has fallen. Yet it shouldn't have. The mystic leans over your body, touching your forehead, and she speaks, but you can't make out what she's saying. You struggle to move closer to her through the air, but you feel like you're underwater, your limbs heavy, and your movement slow to a crawl. You try to call her attention by screaming, but no sound comes out. Suddenly she turns around, not seeing you, but sensing your presence. She moves her hand through the air where you hang and smiles. You can barely make out the words she said. You are a brave warrior, King Sigrid, and your spirit is strong. I hope we meet again. Released from your old vessel, your spirit moves on to take up residence in the newly born Pajon. You die.
Yet no! This is stupid.
This isn't immortality.
No, this is just reincarnation. We already do that. We don't need your help.
So pretend to drink the liquid?
Isn't there an option to not do anything?
Well, it's to run away, but I want to see what happens if you pretend. Ow. Continue. What? The chanting quickly feels repetitive. You try to relax with it. Who you are play at things like life and death. You don't want to be left alone. Sometimes you even wonder whether you're a good ruler or not, and how can no one know? You feel the warrior mystic place a hand on your sweaty forehead, a skin cool to the touch, and you are suddenly grateful. Maybe this is not so bad after all. Then you hear somebody talking excitedly. You're overcome with an urge to hush them as they disturbing the ritual. Then you hear more voices. Your eyes still closed, you start to twist and turn, and a convulsing nausea takes you over. Oh no, you hear Irma utter worriedly before voices start screaming. The ritual fails, and you become possessed by the long-lost spirits of angry ancestors. I gain possessed and stressed. Now this is interesting.
Yeah, this is much more interesting. How old is our kid? Can we like do something with him yet?
8.
Wife? Can we get a wife for him?
Arrange betrothal.
What are our options? I feel like these things are way too tiny.
Oh, what's this?
What?
Attractive, but with a headache.
I don't care if she has a headache. Is this like you can't have sex with her if she has a headache?
I don't know. This one's also attractive. I don't care if she has a headache. All that matters is if she is attractive or not. But sir, she has a headache.
I would like to point out that we haven't had any more children, either from our wife or our concubine.
Our concubine's gone.
Oh, she left because the ritual failed?
Yeah.
Oh, a runestone.
Stone was removed by Sigurd, son of the wild, to celebrate his great wisdom. Truly no greater thinker lived in this era or ones before. Tote carved these runes. You leave the stone content in the knowledge that many centuries from now, when the paint has long since faded, scholars will be studying these runes carvings in efforts to green the wisdom of their words. It's perfect. So I gain prestige and piety monthly, so that will help.
Ah, good.
Okay, but I still need gold.
What are we trying to do? Have a plot?
No.
What is this?
I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with Alfred and Alfred tonight. It's lovely. Yet, what I'm most charmed by is Alfred herself. Why else would I not immediately stop our conversation, which slowly began to touch on some almost heretical ideas questioning the salvation of Odin? Is this our wife? If we do not ask questions, why did Odin make us curious? We should not speak of this, Alpha dear.
We can't afford to lose any more piety.
Well, this isn't making us lose piety.
Okay.
Defensive pact?
Oh, that guy.
Walking the palisades of my town, I am joined by Queen Alfred. I find myself agreeing with a lot of the concepts she presents. The futility of prayer particularly resonates with me. Suddenly she turns to me and presents a small leather pouch in my hand. My lord, will you carry this for your protection?
What the hell is it?
I'll keep it hidden.
What is this?
What is this? I should call you what is that word? Seided Connor? S-E-I weird D-K-O-N-A.
Steve Connor. I think he's accusing her of practicing Sadia.
What is Sadia?
It's a type of like female shamanistic practice that's supposedly like done in Nordic countries. Isn't there a way that we could not take it without insulting her?
Well, I'll keep it hidden. What if I told you that you've been taught to believe it is a lie? Althea continues,
Oh no, we're not going down
throwing
this
a
path.
curious glance around her. Odin is a liar. Reject the tyrant deity and let hell guide your steps.
What?
Truly you are a Senecoda. Can you bring down my enemies? That is blasphemy. Leave my sight before I call the guards. So, what? She's a Nordic devil worshipper?
I guess.
Why is our wife... Okay.
Divorce time?
Imprisonment time? I guess arrange a divorce. It costs money?
We can't imprison her? No, we can't imprison.
So lower all your subjects' opinions by 40...
Okay, let's not do that. If they are cool,
Arrange a divorce.
if they're cool with her being a devil worshipper, then. All right, so now we need a new wife.
What? That's not a devil worshipper. A hell worshipper, I guess.
Whatever. We need a new wife.
A priestess?
Can we do that?
Yes.
Will that increase our piety?
Maybe. It'll decrease our prestige, apparently. We need more gold. Oh, hold a great blot.
Why are we doing this again?
For piety. It's like a religious festival, right?
Yeah, oh no, absolutely.
Now for the human sacrifices.
Yep.
I have no prisoners. You have no prisoners languishing in your dungeon that are suitable for sacrifice at the plot. You are forced to make do with randomly purchased thralls. They are brought to the big oak outside the temple, and soon their limp and lifeless bodies are hanging from its thick branches. It's better than nothing. 50 piety. I lost more gold?
You had to buy the thralls.
Let celebrations begin, I guess? Okay, I need gold now. I've got half the piety I need.
We need a wife.
The feast is over. Oh, more piety. Monthly. Well, we've got a wife.
No, didn't we divorce her? Or we married?
We've got a new one.
That was fast.
Yeah, the priestess,
that's right,
remember.
the priestess. Who's apparently pissed.
Follower of Veles.
Who's Veles?
Oh, it's a Slavic god.
Oh, that's why.
We married a Slavic priestess?
Why are you not paying attention to this shit? That's why people were pissed off.
Well, why is this so... Okay, no, it's not expensive. Okay. Need money. Okay, now we're looting the rest of the countryside. No.
What is this? Oh, Commander improved. Those are not our people we're looting, I assume.
No! For the last time, we're not looting that. Who is this fucker invading our land?
Well, let's get rid of him. Who the hell is he? Jurak of Vernaland, whose wife is imprisoned.
Ah! One of our vassals is invading this guy.
Okay, so he's...
And he succeeded! Oh, so we've got more land. And he's gotten very powerful.
Yeah, maybe we should give that land to somebody
He's
else.
insane, though.
He's insane?
He's a lunatic. Because he has the
Okay.
Great Pox, apparently.
Syphilis didn't exist back then.
Sorry, what?
The Great Pox, syphilis.
What do you mean it didn't exist?
It didn't exist in Europe. It was brought back from the New World.
Syphilis?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes. What the
I've
hell?
never heard this.
Yes.
You're sure about this?
Yes. It was a New World disease that was brought back to Europe by Columbus.
By Columbus.
Maybe not by him personally, but
By Columbus. Maybe. Who knows? Brought back by Columbus.
you know what I mean.
No.
By like people with Columbus. Possibly Columbus personally, but we don't know this for sure. Fall of the Avars. What is this?
The Avar Khanate was established in Europe in 567 after the Avars had migrated into the Caucasian basin from the east. They crushed the Gepids and aligned with the Lombards to form a strong realm in the area. For long periods, they alternated between conflict and truce with the Eastern Roman Empire, and in close dealings with the Lombard king. Now, however, the once proud realm has fallen. The area is no longer ruled by the Avar dynasty, and shall once again be known by the ancient name of Panoria. Sic transit gloria mudi. Is that Latin?
Yes. Thus it passes for the glory of the thus passes the glory of the world.
Uh-huh. Will you fucking fabricate that claim already? In fact, I should probably stop, because you have to pay to fabricate a claim.
Yeah, I don't think this chancellor that you put in is very good. He's just doing fuck all.
I need money. Maybe I can change to a different focus that will give me money.
But we're so good at marshals.
Business, yes!
Do we have enough points to research anything yet?
Good question. Not quite. Oh, I got piety. I guess because they're a foreign religion?
Who is these people that we're invading?
Yeah, it's Finland.
How did we do that without ships?
I guess we just crossed here.
Alright, well we are out of time.
Not quite.
Wait, the queen is pregnant?
Yes!
Alright.
And she's chased. Okay, bye!